Yeah, online students, can you hear me? Online students, can you hear me? Guys, can you hear me? Could you please confirm? Yeah, everyone is clear, right? Done. Vamsi, have you attended last class? I mean, Vamsi, have you done your interview today? Vamsi Krishna, how was your interview? Good. Uh, overall, today's overall interview, I mean, out of overall interview, how much percentage of things we have covered in the class? What are the questions they ask? Okay. Yeah, before discussing with you, Vamsi Krishna, 80%. 80% of the questions we have discussed in the class only. Nice. So, how is your performance in the interview? You have done very good, right? Done. That is also nice. Nice to hear. Perfect. Okay. I guess. Actually, when today again, okay, when I'm trying to start the laptop, last class I've told you now there is some issue with my laptop and something, and the issue was resolved and everything was normal. Now suddenly when I'm starting my laptop, that is at 6 by around at that time when I'm starting the laptop, it is showing that Windows update. It is showing the Windows update and it is getting updated. Right now it is showing the update of only 20%. Till the Windows update is 20% and it is update is going on. So that is the reason suddenly instead of waiting, it has to be updated. It has to take time. It will take update another half an hour to 40 minutes. Here I'm doing the simultaneously along with this laptop and my laptop also. But in my laptop right now, it is getting Windows updated. Okay, in the starting first screen itself, it is showing that auto updated, and it is getting updated in my laptop. Since it is getting updated, and why to waste the time? Okay, I have waited for almost 20 minutes. First 20 minutes or 15 minutes, I have already waited for that. And till now, there is no response in my laptop. Still, it is getting updated. As of now, only 10% update was completed, 10 to 20%. Okay, so that is the reason I have taken again, once again, the laptop, Naresh IT laptop. Okay, unexpectedly, see, morning class also have taken normal. Now, when I'm trying to switch on at exactly 6 o'clock before to your class, when I'm trying to switch on, I don't expect this one, right? When I'm trying to switch on, suddenly it will take the Windows update or something. I don't expect this one, right? So when I have opened suddenly, it is taking the Windows update and it is suddenly showing that problem. Okay. And that is the reason I have waited even for 5-10 minutes. I thought that update will be only for 5-10 minutes, but still it is taking so much of time for getting updated. And now it is got finally. So I think it will take another half an hour to get update. So in meanwhile, I have brought this laptop, and in the last class we have discussed how to do the resume building. In one of the session also we have completed earlier, and in the last class also we have completed earlier one more time. And I told majorly you have to focus on the skills, and I have written yesterday what are the skills are there. Every skill I have written, and along with the skill and how to identify the skills also I have told you. So just if you follow any of the some job portals of your choice, what are the job portals are there? the different job portals like Indeed, okay, like Indeed and LinkedIn, okay, LinkedIn and IIM jobs. Mostly you'll get very good amount of very nice jobs you'll get in the website called as iimjobs.com. Okay, mostly you'll get very good jobs from these three portals. Okay, so from these three portals you can get the things, right? Now, yeah, yeah, Leela Krishna, you have sent some question. Okay, yeah, I'll take your questions. Just give me a minute. Now, so just by observing few jobs, by observe some few jobs. Don't observe single job, guys. Never we are learning based on the single job. Observe at least 10 jobs. What commonly they have written. In the 10 jobs, what is common? I can cover in the class common part. In one job, one extra, if they ask me, so I'm not going to have. I'm going to cover one, which is common in all the 10 jobs. You can choose any 10 jobs of your choice. And in that 10 jobs, whatever the common was written, everything will be covered. Some jobs they'll ask extra, small things extra. Okay, that depends on the company to company. When you observe these 10 jobs, all the 10 jobs will not post in the same way. You'll clearly notice that every job will not post in the same way. So what is the common they have posted in all these 10 jobs or 10 or 20 or 30? At least a very good observation is called as 30 jobs. We call it as in statistics sample. The minimum sample size which is used for analysis is called as 30 in the statistics. So when you observe the 30 jobs, at least 30 jobs, whether you have selected from Indeed or LinkedIn or IIM Jobs portal or any other portal, choice is yours. If you take any 30 jobs, in that what are the common was written, 100% will cover all the common. In one job, extra will be there. That depends on their own company. That is their choice. We cannot cover that one. Every job requirement we cannot cover in the class. So that would be extra. Common things 100% will cover. Now, apart from this, okay, what are the you have observed from 30 jobs commonly we are discussed, and okay, now so after observing these 30 jobs with which type of jobs you have to observe, wherever the experience they are asking 1 to 2 years, up to 2 years, okay. In Gen AI, any job up to 2 years you observe, 100% your resume has to get selected for that. Up to 2 years. Sir, why 2 years only? We can't keep 3 or 4 or something, miss? Very simple. If you keep 3 or 4 or 5, you are called as senior level. When you are in the senior level, what level of projects you have done in the company, that should be validated. So that should be very high level. Obviously, they'll ask in which company you have worked. And that company profile, and based on that, it will depend. Up to 2 years, you will consider as one category. Okay. 2+ years, you will call it as seniors. In the same role, once you work for the 2+ years. Okay. So just up to 2 years, you observe most what are the 0 to 2 years, whether it is a fresher role or whether it is a 1 year experience role or 1.5 experience or 2 years. Up to 2 years, what are the jobs are there? Apply for the jobs, 100% your resume will get shortlisted. Fix that you are not the fresher. Okay, though you have completed recently, including the Dilip. Dilip generally says that I am a fresher, sir. Just completed college, sir. That is the reason I'm asking all these questions, sir. He'll say something like this, including the Dilip or including any other student freshers are there. Every student of fresher who just passed out this year also, in your mind, first thing you have to keep that you are not a fresher. You are a skilled professional. Whoever has practiced all the sessions, what we have discussed in the class, you are called as skilled professionals. You are no more called as freshers. Okay. I told you right earlier, who is called as fresher? As per IT industry, who is called as fresher, who are called as experienced. As per IT industry. As per IT industry, who is fresher means if we allot, a project, he is not able to complete the project on his own. A person who cannot, a person who cannot complete entire project, entire project on his own, entire project on his own. They are called as freshers. Okay, sir, everyone will complete on their own means, see, own means here you can use the chat GPT. Asking others are there, right? Sir, we can't ask others in the company. Yes, we can ask. At least you have to complete 90%. I'm not saying the entire project, or simply who cannot complete the 90% of the project on their own. For example, assume, let's take an example. If I take the Dilip only in my company, okay, I'm hiring that Dilip in my company. After hiring that Dilip in my company, for example, Dilip is doing almost everything. He is only doing almost everything. I'm supporting him in a 8 hours work. He is asking me only, sir, here what to do, sir, here what to do, sir. Something he is asking, that too for half an hour. In a 8 hours work, he is depending only half an hour. Remaining 7.5 hours, he is doing on his phone. Now, will I continue the Dilip or not, miss? Answer is yes. For example, out of 8 hours, 1 hour he is doing, again half an hour he is asking. Again half an hour he is doing, half an hour he is asking. Like that, every small 2 to 3 steps he is doing, again he is getting the doubt and how to solve this one. Sir, again doubt, again how to solve. Sir, again doubt. Like he is thinking that it is a lab. He is thinking that it is a lab and he is thinking that I'm his mentor or something, and he is raising the multiple questions to me. Now, what are the multiple questions he is raising to me? Now, whenever he is raised the questions, automatically the workflow will be disturbed for me, right? I am also working on it now. So workflow will be disturbed. Now tell me which person will hire this kind of people in the company? Is the point is clear? So that is the reason. Now, actually, today I have to start the land graph. I have to have the theoretical part of land graph, and after the land graph theoretical part, along with the practical part, what are the components involved? What are the different components involved in the land graph? This is actual today's class. But unexpectedly, my laptop is still, it is getting Windows update. Right now, it is 33%. Right now, I'm doing simultaneously that one and this one. Two laptops are there in front of me. And in that laptop, right now, it is showing the 33% there. So since still my laptop is getting updated, so that is the reason. If it is getting complete update, it is completed means I can continue there only by opening the notes of land graph, and I can explain and I can proceed with the next part also. But unexpectedly, Windows is getting updated and it is not properly, still 33% or something. It is showing the estimated time is around 40 minutes. If in between my laptop's update is completed means 100% will start the concept today only. If it is not getting updated means we'll complete the resume preparation along with the interview questions today. I will share all the interview questions today, subject wise. Earlier we have taken the interview questions only from Gen AI, right? Abhishek has told that only Gen AI interview questions are completed. So we'll complete the remaining parts. What are the interview questions are there? I'll write all the interview questions today. Is the point is clear? Deepak. Clear? Actually, we have to start the class. Even for 7:30 batch also I have intimated today agentic AI will start and please attend the class. I have intimated them. In the classroom I have intimated. But unexpectedly here the laptop Windows is getting updated. I am also shocked with that update. Right? So that is the reason I will continue with this. For example, in next 10-15 minutes, if it is completed means immediately I will shift into the class. Or I will continue with the interview questions. Out of these two, one will happen. Is the point is clear? Everyone. Done. Okay. So remember, guys, as per industry, there is no fresher jobs, there is no experienced jobs. They are skilled jobs, non-skilled jobs. Okay. Skilled and non-skilled. Yeah. So skilled jobs. Skilled means who are having the good amount of skills, but they are having the jobs. So the skills means what? End to end. Just now, Leela is asking the question. Sir, tech stack means what? For any given project, I will tell you one project title. For that project title, according to you, what are the steps are required? You tell me. For development of the project, for the development of the project, I will tell you the project title. For this particular project, what are the steps involved? From where to start? If I ask one question, okay, if I ask this question, whatever you are going to write, what are the steps or what are the technologies you are going to involve for that particular project? That is only called as tech stack. What is meant by skills? Skills are nothing but tech stack. What is here tech stack? Means complete end to end. Whatever is required to complete the end to end project development. Remember this word. Project development. Project development plus separately project operations. Operations are different. Development is different. So here we have discussed till now only that development phase. What are the development? Okay. Now, so here what are the tech stack or what are the end-to-end we have discussed? Okay. Yes. Okay. End-to-end project development. What are the end-to-end project development is there? So there is one company. First, everything will start from here, guys. You have to understand what is the first step. You are asking directly what is the answer, but I'm asking what is the first step for that. What is the difference between these two? For example, there is one project requirement. Someone has asked me to create a project for me as per this requirement. What is the requirement is they asked to create a one. They didn't told anything. What to be included, they have not told. Whether it is a Python or whether it is a LangChain or whether it is a Streamlit development or nothing. What they have given to me is simply they have given the project title. This is the requirement. Shiva, there is a requirement, something like this. This is the requirement. Now I will tell you the requirement. For this requirement, you tell me what are the things you are going to involve. You tell me. I will not tell you, you tell me. That is only nothing but called as tech stack. Now the project, I'm going to have the project. What is the project title? The project title is, for example, I want the language translator with audio. With audio. A language translator with audio. Means we are going to give one sentence and that sentence, it has to give in the other language along with the audio also as the output. That is a requirement. A language translator with audio. Now for this particular project, you tell me what are the things you are going to involve. Which are the things you are going to involve to complete this project? According to you. Everyone, could you type in the chat box? In the chat box, could you type for this particular project, what are the things are involved? If I give this project to you in a company, how you will start this project, how you are going to work. From your point of view, could you explain your project, this project, how you are going to develop? Anyone in this class? So what are the steps involved or what are the skills involved for completing this project? That is currently called as tech stack. That we call it as tech stack. Okay. Yeah, Dharmendra is saying that I'm going to use the two models, not two models. I'm asking not two models or three models or anything. I'm asking in terms of what technologies you are going to involve, in what way you are going to, what is the procedure. First, tell me what are the technologies you are going to involve in this. What technologies you are going to involve? One is Python, obviously. Apart from this, I know. Apart from Python, what technologies you are going to use, and tell me the procedure of this project. How you will do this project according to you, from where you start, where you land. How you will complete this project if this was given to you. First, tell me the list of technologies. Later, you can tell me the procedure, or you tell me the procedure followed by technologies. Now, other person who is going to give the input is also audio, guys. So the audio is input. Audio is input. He make you any language, whatever language, and you have to translate, and you have to give the output also as a audio in the required language. Means literally it is audio to audio. Okay. My requirement is audio as the input. So one person will speak in one language. It has to be converted, and finally it has to give in the other language with audio. So for this particular one, what are the technologies you are going to use? That technology is only, we call it as tech stack for this particular project. For this particular project is. Okay. Now, so here, what are the technologies you are going to use? At the same time, what is the procedure you are going to use? Step-by-step procedure. That is only more important in the interview. Yes, as Dharmendra is saying, tech stack will be the Python, LangChain, and some LLM models along with the deployment, either Streamlit or Gradio, according to the Dharmendra. Perfect. That is the correct answer. That is the correct answer. So in this, are we going to use the Chroma DB? Are we going to use the Chroma DB? Are we going to use the RAG model? Yes or no? I'm going to ask the straight question. Are we going to use the RAG model in this? Are we going to use the vector database? Yes or no? Simply yes or no for this particular project. No. Then tech stack will include the RAG. Tech stack will include that words of Chroma or anything? No. So project to project, the tech stack will be different. The technologies which are involved in the project will be different from project to project. Point number one. Sir, okay, this is different from one project to another project. We understood. Here, in this case, we are going to take some kind of LLM models, some LLM models which are related to this particular project. And we are going to connect them, all these things, by using the LangChain. One after one, we are going to connect by using the LangChain. And finally, if you want to do the deployment, we are going to do the deployment either in the Streamlit or Gradio. What are this one? Any one deployment we are going to do. So for this, the technologies are different. The tech stack is different. So in your resume, what are the project title you are going to use? There you have to use these technologies. What technologies you have used for completing this particular project? What technologies you have used? You have to mention that one in the projects. Okay. Now, so this is nothing but, so in your resume, what are the resume you are writing? In the resume, as I've told you, write the project title, write the domain, what domain it belongs to, and I asked you to write the description of the project. And along with the description, I also asked you to write the technologies. What are the technologies you are using for this particular project? So this particular project, these are the technologies involved. Like that, how many projects you have done? For each and every project, what are the technologies you have involved? You have to write. Now, overall, if you ask overall, so here we will have the 3 steps. Overall, if you observe, first we are having the data collection. This is overall, guys. I'm not involving in any kind of project. This is generalized, I'm saying, in general. In general, data collection, which will be done by the data engineers. This is done by the data engineers. Next one is called as development. This is only called as bias, which we are going to do is this one. Okay, this is bias. Okay, second, operations, followed by operations. Okay, so total 3 things will be there. So these operations generally will be done with a software developers, with the support of software developers. Who are there? Software developers or cloud developers. Okay, software developers, cloud developers, cloud engineers. We call it as cloud engineers. These people are going to involve in the operation team. That is nothing but majorly what are the working, everything is there, right? This one. Now, basically our work is this one. Here, actually this software developer people only going to the deployment also. Basically, deployment also will be done by these people generally. The Streamlight we have seen, right? Streamlight is an example. For example, the user wants instead of Streamlight server, they want to deploy it in the server, or they want to deploy it in the web server, or they want to deploy it in the some kind of Android application. Everything we can't learn, right? Basically, that is the work of a software developers. For example, if you want the deployment in the Android, means if you open your Android mobile, there will be one app. What is that app is called as Gemini. The app name is called as Gemini Pro. Open that app. It is like a ChatGPT. Open, everyone, if you are having the mobile phone, after this class, try to install the Gemini. Once you install that Gemini app, obviously then you will type some questions and it will give the output. It is a model, ChatGPT or what are the chatbot model, general chatbot model is there, right? It is a general chatbot model, which was deployed in the iOS or which was deployed in the Apple, Mac. I mean, Apple means my mobile phone. Okay, iPhone. So here it is deployed in the different things. Are we going to learn all these things, miss? Sir, are we going to learn the Android deployment? Because Gemini has installed, they have created one app now, sir. Are we going to learn the app development, miss? We will not learn. We will hire the person. Okay, these will be done by those people. You have to majorly focus on the development part. This is by three different peoples. Your work is development. What is your work is development? Where you have to complete the requirement, text generation or prediction or whatever it is with maximum accuracy. What are the what project is a project requirement you have to complete with project development. Your target while doing the project development should be only with maximum accuracy should be there. Whether it is a RAG model, whether it is a So you have to do the different types of testing, various questions testing you have to do. For example, if it is a RAG model, or if it is some kind of text generation project or chatbot project or something, you have to try with various questions. So the entire product development, what are the entire product development is that the product development has to be done with the maximum accuracy. You have to check yourself whether these models are working or whether it is working or we want to change something. All these things. Development is work is by you rather than deployment part. Okay, this is general, in general, guys. Now, to understand how the deployment, we have chosen the some example, but majorly it will be done by the developers. Our work is having the models, how to connect the models, and finally for the given project, how to generate the output. Where that output, how you are going to use, you may use in the Python. Your work is in the Python. From Python to the converting that one as a user interface and creating a Gradio website, is that whether it is a local server or web server or company server or cloud server, this is completely different. Points are clear now. So this is in general. Your major focus will be in the development part. Now coming to this side. Okay. Now here in the resume, you are majorly going to focus on the projects, as I've told you, how to keep the projects, experience and skills. Is the points are clear now? Everyone knows now how to complete the resume, right? So in the resume, on the top, your name, followed by certified date, certified. You have to write certified AI engineer. You are a certified AI engineer. Microsoft means Microsoft, AWS means Amazon AI engineer or whatever it is, certified AI engineer. And you are going to add the LinkedIn profile and followed by GitHub profile. Within the GitHub, you are going to upload your projects. And this side, you are going to write your communication, that is Hyderabad, and your mail ID, personal mail ID. This all completely communication purpose. Phone number. Okay, mail ID, phone number, location, Hyderabad, all these things. Is the point is clear? Now, apart from this, okay, apart from this, here you are going to write the summary. And you are going to write the summary, that is your brief introduction, your expertise. I told you now, form the sentences. For your introduction, form the sentences are there, right? Those sentences write as the summary. Each sentence add as a summary. After completing the summary, then you add the skills. Summary, skills, then you add the experience. The next order is experience. Your certification is already completed here. In the certification, here these are all the letters will be there, right? Highlight this one in the bold letters. You have to highlight this one in the bold letters. Remaining all of them should be normal letters only. This one only individually has to be highlighted with the bold letters. Okay. In the resume, on the top, certification related to GenAI should be on the top. Other than GenAI, under some other certifications you have done, some additional certifications you have done, everything in the last. Okay. So here experience. I already told you in the experience what you have to write. Projects. Inside the experience, in bracket, directly you write the word called as GenAI projects or something. Okay, and you write the project title. In the bracket, directly you write that one only. And you write the project title and the domain, description, and technologies. First, you write the technologies. What is the technologies you have used for this particular project? And then you write the description of the project. Like this, how many projects you have to write? You have to write at least At least minimum 5 projects. Sir, if I write 5 projects or some projects, automatically my resume will go to the 2 pages. It cannot be completed in single page. Absolutely not a problem. Fresher resumes will be in 1 page. Experienced resumes will never be in the single page. Again, I'm saying none of this and none of the student is called as fresher after this course in this class. If it is 2 pages, 3 pages also, don't worry. When you have to worry means unnecessary, unimportant information is there, you have to worry. You are increasing the number of pages based on the projects only. You are not going to increase the pages based on other content. Your experience only. Experience, you add the more number of pages also, never it is a problem. Other stuff, if you increase, it is a problem. Experience is always exempted because it is having the highest weightage. Everyone wants this one only. Here it is in the 2 pages or 3. Only experience is 2 pages also, not a problem. Right? Here, the minimum number of projects should be more than 5 to 6. More than 6 greater than or equal to 6. Minimum 6 projects you have to add in the resume. Minimum 6. Next, here question number 1. What type of projects? Is there any rule to select the projects? So there are certain rules for your resume projects. Everyone make a note, and your project should satisfy all these criteria. Resume projects criteria. You can't keep as per your choice what are the projects you are interested. Okay. You have to select the projects in this way. The project should have the criteria for your resume projects. Okay. If you follow, your resume will get shortlisted. If you don't follow, your resume will never get shortlisted. That is your choice. In the resume projects, as I've told you, 6 projects you have to write minimum. You may do 20 projects also. That 20 projects, for example, you are having in the class we have done 20 projects, assume. Where you are going to write? Here you are going to write 20 plus projects experience. In the summary, you write that one. Expertise in multiple skills. Expertise in various Gen AI skills. Like this. Sir, you can write now. All the sentences you only can write now means if I write every sentence, if I write every skill, if I write everything, in this class, how many students are listening right now? Total 35 students are listening. All these 35 students, as it is, will copy. If, for example, in front of you, if I write the summary, I only will write the points. This should be the first point. This should be the second point. This should be the third point. I will write. Okay. After that, skills, I will keep the heading. Inside that also, I will write. What you will do, you will simply copy. You will only copy, others also will copy. Only you or others. Everyone will copy, right? So in this class, how many students are attending? Every student will copy as it is the same sentences. Same sentences, same words as it is. They will copy. Once they have copied, okay, what is the problem, sir? The problem is not here. Now, after the course was completed, I'm going to share some kind of job links in Google Classroom. When I share the job links in the Google Classroom and you guys has shared the resume on the same day, immediately you are going to share. 35 students are going to share the similar kind of resumes as it is, summaries as it is, bottom skills are as it is, everything is as it is means other person will get the doubt or not? You tell me. Now, in order to two resumes are same means both of you have to never apply to the same company. If both of them are applying for the same company and same resume, similar kind of resume has got forwarded with the same headings, same internal content as it is there, if a company receives any 2 resumes like that, both the resumes will never get shortlisted by the company. Both the resumes will not get shortlisted. Is the point is clear, everyone? Understood? So that is the problem, guys. So if I write as it is the same sentences, if you copy the same sentences as it is, that is the reason I'm asking from your point of view, right? From your point of view, write that one means this is the main one. As it is, sir, one of the student will ask, could you share some sample resumes? Okay, I'll share. What you are going to do? You will do the editing for that. You will replace the name, you will replace the phone number, you will replace something, and finally you will keep that resume as it is. Only you will do a, others also will do a. Here always you are seeing only from your point of view. Always I will see from overall students' point of view. Point is clear? Now, so here that is the reason I'm not using the same sentences. In the introduction, what are the introduction you are going to give? In the introduction, what are the sentences you are going to use? Use those sentences only as in the summary as the each point. This one only you give as the introduction. Your introduction and summary both are same. When they ask to introduce yourself, right? What are you going to say in the introduce? Apart from my name is Sivaram Krishna, I have completed this one, that one. All these things you are going to say, right? Up to your college, passed out year or whatever it is. After that, related to Chennai, what are you going to say in the introduction? That is only summary. That is only summary. Is the point is clear? In the summary, it doesn't include your name, your college name, your degree or your CGPA or your passed out or anything. It includes only related to Chennai. Right? Now, after the summary was completed, now resume in the projects. What is the selection criteria for the projects? Means first, all projects should be from different domain. Everything should not be from pharma, or everything should not be only from banking or finance or anything. All projects should be from different domains. This is criteria 1. Criteria 2, you have to involve all types of data. In one project, you have done the images, miss. In other project, you have to do the text. In one project, you have to do with the structured data. So you have to, out of 6 projects, structured data should be there. Images and videos related data should be there. Project, anything related to that. And one project related to text. 3 of them should be involved. Sir, can I take the images and videos like a text to image project is there? Yes, text to image also related to images only, no? Images and videos only, right? I required all the types of, means you can work with the all varieties of data. That is the thing you have to present. Next, third one. Okay, you have to involve all types of data, and you have to do the at least 1 or 2 projects from ML, 2 projects at least from Gen AI. It should be a combination of ML, AI, Gen AI, and agentic AI. Which role you are more interested, there more number of projects should be there. For example, I am doing the one project from ML, one project from ML, one project from AI, that is deep learning, NLP, and computer vision, by including 3 of them, 1. From Gen AI, I'm going to do the 3 projects. Exclusively from Gen AI, I'm having the 3 projects. And from agentic AI, I'm going to do the 1 project. Like this, I'm going to keep the 6 projects. Where I'm more interested on the Gen AI. That is the indication. But all of them should be included. ML should be there, AI should be there, agentic AI should be there, Gen AI should be there. All of them should be included. Without ML project or without AI project, only Gen AI projects are not accepted. So all types of projects are included. At least 1 from each of them. Minimum is 1 is compulsory. In each of them, 1 is minimum compulsory. And the fourth and most important, when we type your project title in ChatGPT, when we type your project in the ChatGPT or in the Google, it should not give the answer in the entire answer in the one page. In one website, entire answer. It should not give the entire output. Okay? It should not give the entire output. This is conditionless. If it is giving the entire output there only, it is called as copied project. Your project title, when you are typing your project title, what are the project title is there? When we type the project title in the Google, it should not give the entire output or entire code. If we are getting the entire code as it is like that from the Google itself, then it is called as copied project. So like this, your project should be selected. Is the points are clear? Everyone, right? Now, if you have done one project from computer vision, only one project. Don't keep second project. Computer vision, maximum one project. NLP, one project. Deep learning, one project. Like that, from every category, maximum you have to keep one project. If you are keeping all the projects only from ML, if you do the two projects from only classification, or if you do two projects only from regression, your resume will not get shortlisted. Every varieties of data, maximum number of varieties of data you have to include. What is the difference between this project versus that project? Means something apart from not only the data. For example, two classification projects you are doing. What is the difference? Means both of them are classification only. Both of them have used the same algorithms. What is the difference? Means data is different. Internal data is different. But classification only, na? Understood? Yes or no? Everyone. Yes. So like this, you have to select the different types of projects and you have to showcase your projects. If you keep all of them Gen AI only, without ML, you are keeping only Gen AI projects. Means you can work only with the Gen AI projects. You cannot work with the other projects. That indicates that you cannot work with the other projects. Right? So we have to keep all varieties of data's project from all categories of project. For example, from ML, you have chosen the medical or pharma or something. Then from AI, you choose the banking. From Gen AI, you choose the e-commerce. From agentic AI, you choose anything other domain. Like that, from one domain, what are the domain also should not be repeated. Once the medical was selected means over. For one category, medical over. For another category, from another domain. Point is clear now? So never repeat the domain, never repeat the type of project, never repeat the same type of project. That is from GenAI only. For example, GenAI only chatbot you have created. General chatbot, medical chatbot. Don't keep. You may practice, but in the resume, you should never keep the two chatbots in the same way. One chatbot you have kept, right? And compulsory chatbot is mandatory. Out of all these 6 projects, in that one of the projects is compulsory chatbot. Mandate. Okay, without chatbot, don't go with the resume of GenAI. Right? Any chatbot, that is your choice. Q&A general chatbot, or with a billion parameters chatbot, or huge amounts of data chatbot, that is your choice. Okay. For example, you can create a very huge data with a very multiple billion parameters, whatever it has involved, you can choose. Done. So like this, you are going to select the requirements and don't keep the similar kind of projects. Now, in the resume, I told you summary. After the summary, you have to keep the skills. After the skills, you have to keep the experience. After the experience, inside the experience, what do you have to keep also I have told you. This is also completed. After the experience, the main heading. After the main heading of experience, the next main heading is your education. Your education or your certification or etc. YZ, whatever you want, you can add. These are the top 3. Whichever is your minus point, bring that one in the second page. Whichever is your top point, best point, showcase that one in the top. Okay. So some people will write the education in the top itself. Means you want to highlight that one. Why you want to highlight that one means that is better to you when compared to remaining things. In our school days, from school days onwards to college days, whenever there is an exam, we will write first question. Which question will write the answer for the first one? Are we going to write in the sequential order, or we are going to write in the which question we know very perfectly? Why we'll write that one? For example, if you are writing that perfect, which knows perfectly, that one only why you are going to select? What is the reason of selecting like that? Okay, there are 2 reasons. One, it will build the internal confidence for us. Second, the person who is going to evaluate our paper, by reading the first answer, he will get a very positive impression on us. Since there is a possibility of writing what are the order we are interested, here we are writing the order. For example, interview questions are there. Sir, first you ask all the questions, sir. After that, I'll answer whichever I feel easy, that I'll answer first. We cannot say like that, right? There, that possibility is not there. In the interview questions, there is no possibility. We cannot select our answer. But in the exam, we can select. In the resume, we can select. So always select the whichever is very best for you, top for you. That one you have to go into the top. Point is clear? Everyone. Right? Now, next. After this, Okay. So these are the order which you are going to keep in the resume. Once resume was completed, now you forward, there is high probability that your resume will get shortlisted because you can be utilized in the ML role. For ML projects, we can use you. For AI projects, we can use you. For Gen AI projects, we can use you. For varieties of data, we can use you. Okay. So try to include all types of varieties of data. And even in your summary also, please mention that you can work with the sequential order, non-sequential, structured, unstructured, text, image, video, audio. Sir, I can work with the all varieties of data. That you have to stress more because in the market, multiple projects are there. Okay. It is not only Gen AI project. We are having the multiple projects. So once you stress that particular word, they feel that this person can be used for the multiple projects in the future. Okay. If you don't stress that one, they'll feel only this person is applicable for one this project, and always they'll try to think from that point of view. When you are having the more amount of subject, the amount of subject you only have to display in the resume, you only have to say from your mouth. If you don't display or if you don't say from your mouth, others will not understand. Okay, including the today's. Today, I'm starting today, for example, actually, I have to suppose to start at 6 o'clock or 6:05 or 6:10. Generally, I will start at 6:05, 6:10, right? In between of 6:05 to 6:10. Generally, will start. Today also, actually, as per the schedule, we have to start. Today, as per the schedule, we have to get into the subject. What are the subject, land graph or something which is related to agentic AI, we have to discuss. Without explaining what is the reason why I'm shifted that one, what is the problem in my laptop, if I don't tell, without saying that one, if I continue this one, what you will think? What Ganesh will think? He will type 20 minutes late. Okay, assume. If I say that this is the problem, the last 10 minutes onwards, I'm checking that Windows update only. After that, once the system was started, in meanwhile, I asked the Naresh IT team, they have went into the top floor and they have brought that laptop bottom and they have connected to this one. I have entered the details and finally I have connected. For this, all these things, extra 10 minutes has took the time. If I explain, then what happens? He will understand. Okay, this is the case. If I don't say anything, no guys, simply I'm continuing with this miss, then it will go in a wrong way. Point is clear? Understood. I'm not saying that exactly I will start at 6 o'clock. Maximum 6:05 or 6:10. Okay. Within 5-10 minutes, we'll start the class in the first 5-10 minutes. In the same way, I have started today's class also, but laptop has suddenly given that problem. And the laptop is also with me only. Charger is there, perfectly is there. Did I expected that some kind of problem I'm going to get after reaching the Naresh IT? Should I dream that one also? No, right? Unexpected it was happened. Now what to do? So the same thing I have explained. Same way, if you explain, then others will understand. If in your brain, you know how to do the ML projects, but you have not highlighted that ML word in the resume, you have not told in the introduction also. Then other person will know that you know ML or no. Yes or no? Tell me, according to you, they'll understand yes or no. Means answer is no. Is the points are clear? For example, from entire ML, you have kept one project, but remaining projects, for example, classification you have kept, but you have not kept the regression, clustering, association rules, time series, recommendation engines. These projects you cannot keep. Then, but you know that one also. How you are going to highlight? Then how you are going to highlight, miss? Here I'm going to say that expertise in various ML techniques, which includes Okay, supervised and unsupervised, which includes supervised and unsupervised, like like regression, classification, clustering. All these four I'm going to write. Indirectly, I'm saying that I know these all the techniques: classification, clustering, association rules, recommendation engines, and finally time series forecasting. So just I'm going to write all these fours. By writing these fours in the two sentences like this, indirectly saying that what are the ML techniques, or in the job description, they have used the word regression. In my resume also the word regression is there, right? Though the project I have not done, I have not showcased. Here I'm going to say, right, more than 20 plus project experience. 20 or 20 projects, 20 plus projects experience. Projects experience. Out of 10 projects from ML or 5 projects ML, 3 projects from AI. Like this, I'm going to write clearly 3 AI projects, 5 ML projects. I will write like this. Then automatically they'll understand. They'll ask the question, what are the ML projects you have done? I will tell the project titles. What projects you have done here? I will tell the titles. Is the points are clear, guys? Everyone? Yes or no? Right? So whatever our inner feelings are there, I have done these many projects, I have done that much, this much, all these things, whatever is there, everything you have to highlight in the summary and in your introduction. The more you highlight about yourself, the more you explore and more opportunities you will get. Without writing anything, but you know, so many things also miss, no use. Done? Next. So this is the way to write the resume, and based on this, all these observations they will do. Once you have done the resume like this, by including the various techniques, by including the various things, I can write directly. But the problem is, I'm saying now, if I write something, everyone will write the as is the same sentences in their resume. You have to think from your point of view. You add the points and you bring the resume to me. If any corrections are required, I will do the corrections. I'll add my suggestions for you. But you have to think what we can do. But because I have learned the data cleaning and data transformation, where I have to add, you are going to add in the skills. Sir, I have learned the ANN project, where I have to add regression and classification. And here you are going to add the word called as from expertise in the various ML techniques, expertise in various AI techniques, like different types of algorithms, like that you can add. So just you think what are the words you want to use, what is the way you want, just think, and later you do the editing. First only you will not write the perfect sentences, guys. First only you will not write the perfect sentence. First you write whatever is in your mind, write all of them. Once everything are completed, yeah, my laptop was now perfect. Again, Windows. 1 minute. Okay, done. Everyone. So once you add the multiple points, later you can do the editing, a proper editing. Remember, no person will write the perfect resume in the first shot only. Everything they will modify. Okay, everything they are going to modify. Okay, in other simple words for you, even a perfect director, movie director, will take multiple shots. After that, in the editing room, they will edit some scenes which are not relevant. First only they will not do the everything in the proper sequential order. This one directly they will not do in that way. First they will take the all the scenes and later they will do the editing and later they will do the re-recording or something whatever according to their rules. Here also same way. First you write whatever is in your brain, write all the sentences and adjust that one, edit that one properly. Okay, this sentence after this sentence is correct. It will look nice. Edit according to that. Majorly, you have to highlight skills, experience, and your certification. Now, once you write like this, all these things along with the 6 types of projects, different projects, whatever you have done on your own, along with all these things, if you write means 100 out of 100, your resume has to get shortlisted for 0 to 2 years experience. I'm not going to say for 3 years or 4 years, up to 2 years, 100% your resume has to get shortlisted by every company which was not forwarded by your friend in this class. If he is also forwarding in the same way, he is also copying as it is in the same order, he is also writing as it is like that, means we call it as copied resumes. Generally what happens in previous batches or in general, in the Google Classroom, whenever I post a job link, after my work is to post, I will post. But what happens in when I post the job link in the Google Classroom, most of the students, not most of the students, out of 100, 98% of the students will not get the interview call. For this particular job links, they'll not get the interview call. What they'll think is, sir, I'm not getting the interview call. But actual reason is, assume. You only assume. Okay, tomorrow Leela Krishna is going to post one job requirement in the Naukri. Okay, Leela Krishna is going to post. Whatever he has posted in the Naukri website, I have copied the link and I have shared to others. My students, everyone has created the similar kind of resume and shared to the Leela Krishna. Now Leela Krishna has received around 30 resumes of similar. In these 30 resumes, some of them are genuine, some of them are duplicate. Duplicate means copied people. Now, how Leela Krishna is going to identify? By seeing the resume without doing the interview. Or he is going to do the interview for all the 30 students? Or how he is going to select from that 30 resumes? Because 30 people will write the certification from Naresh IT. 30 people will write the same summary. 30 people will write the same kind of skills. Now, within these 30 people, how the Leela Krishna is going to shortlist the 3 resumes for interview? Now tell me guys, on what criteria? Now think. Automatically you'll get the answer. If you are interested, I will share you directly the 30 resumes. Come down. I will only take the printout of 30 resumes. I will give the 30 resumes to you. See, keep them side by side. Asterisk will be there. Except name, GitHub link, everything. Asterisk. Remaining things will be asterisk. Some students will be there. These extraordinary students, like in the previous batch, some students will get placed, right? For example, let's take like this only. In our class, like Vamsi Krishna has got placed today. Okay, he has attended the interview only. Of course, he has not got placed till now. 100% he will be placed. I'm sure on that. Now, tomorrow he is going to get placed. Once he has placed, his resume he is going to share to me. Now, that resume, if I give it to you, because he has got the job now, if I share it to you, what you are going to do, you know, in this class, at least some students, just they will edit their name and they'll keep as this remaining things. Name editing will be done. Phone number, email ID editing will be done. Remaining as is, they'll keep as is and they'll forward to the companies. That much of copied people are there in the market. Now, how to identify? Point is how to identify. Whether it is a genuine or it is looking as it is like this means how to identify. Understood the point? So based on this, now you have to understand how the resumes will get shortlisted and how your resume has to get shortlisted means what are the things you have to follow. Now based on this, create the resume. If I have told you this one in the starting, initial classes in the first 1 month only, if I tell, what you will write there? Now you know many things. Now you know project titles. Now you know this one. What is this? What is this? Like this. So mostly you know everything. Except agentic care, mostly you know everything. Now you can write the resume. In the starting only, if I say, what resume you will write? Now also, some of the students has not completed the projects. Now let us see what they are going to write in the experience. Till now, the students who has not completed the projects on their own, let us see what experience they are going to add. Let us see what interview cost they will get. 100% they will not get the interview cost. Now at the end, what they are going to say? You know, sir, this course is waste. Pressure jobs are not available. With this course, no jobs are there. Like this. Then whoever the other students has got the job, then what those students are called as? Now, let me ask a straight question. Earlier also one student who has got in the Sonata or something, I don't remember his name. In your batch only one student has already got placed and he told earlier, right? Now, today Vamsi, okay, Vamsi Krishna, now you got the interview call and you have attended. You told up to that, okay? Now in the interview call when you have attended, before attending, how many projects you have completed on your own? Before attending the today's interview call. Could you tell the number? Only number. You don't need to tell me what areas you have worked or anything. Just type the number. How many number of projects? Number of projects. My question is simple. Vamsi Krishna. Could you reply? Vamsi, are you there? Okay, guys. I think he's not there. Now, I think everyone has understood what you have to keep in the resume. What are the things you have to highlight in the introduction? Is the point is clear? Anyone has doubts of resume along with the how to give the introduction? These two things we have completed. Anyone has doubts in this area? And this is only going to be the main point. After this only remaining interview questions will be there. This is the first and foremost step. The first step of your career. Resume is the first step. Without seeing your face, without asking one question, they are going to select you. Second step is in the first interview, they'll ask the first question is called as introduction. How to introduce yourself is clear. At the same time, everything is clear. Just 5 minutes. Everyone? Okay? Done, guys. We'll continue in the tomorrow's class. Yeah, sure. Abhishek. Leela Krishna, could you send the mail? Could you send on the mail? Abhishek, I'm going to upload in the Google Drive.